welcome. This is Erica Glessing, and you're joining me for the Erica Glessing Show, where you receive 8 minutes of inspiration. My next guest is highly inspirational. I'm so blessed to have her. I have to tell you the backstory on this. We've actually rescheduled this interview a copious numbers of times. It was very funny. My children got in the way. I think one time my pets got in the way, and she had some technology got in the way. So we're just so joyful to be here with. It seems right now that both of our technology is operational, which is a great feeling. And welcome, Michelle Howe. I'm so glad to have you. You're part of being an empath and for teaching people about their own wisdom and energy, right?
Absolutely. I'm glad to be here, Erica.
Yeah, and where are you in the world? What part of the country are you in?
I am in Syracuse, New York.
Are you not?
I am.
That's where my dad's from.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's probably still some blessings running around Syracuse, New York, which I can't say for most cities. Yeah, my cousins, I'm sure I have some cousins in Syracuse. I haven't seen them in years, but that's pretty crazy. Is it snowing there yet? No, it's still nice.
Stop. It's only October. There's no snow here. It's a little cooler, I will say.
Oh, yeah.
Today. But considering the fact we had a really, really warm, very warm summer this year, unusual.
Yeah.
I'm like happy that it's fall, because fall is actually my favorite season. So.
Oh, I like it too. So tell me a little bit about the empath and how you knew that you were an empath, and maybe just what even is that?
Well, that's a good question, my dear. I believe that everybody has emotions and everybody feels around the world, right? We feel things, but it's not something that we've ever focused on. We focus on what we think all the time and putting things into little boxes, and we act and go forward. But empath to me is that person that is more introspective. People share their stories with them. They're just more impacted more by what's around them. Their energy field is a little finer, and a lot of them are very intuitive to psychic. And in total, the very, very sensitive empath is a healer. They're equipped to help transmute energies around them, whether they know it or not. So they tune into people. They can chameleon. They know how to read an energy field, whether they realize it or not. I lived 40 years without knowing the word empath, knowing the word energy. All I knew was that, geez, I really like to be by myself sometimes. Right. Geez, I am really moody sometimes. Geez, I really know when my mother, I can really feel some of my friends so well. I mean, I'm always asking, how are you? What's going on? Yeah. I can almost, I did business coaching. I always knew what they were trying to accomplish. They were, I was very interested in them, and I could read what they were about and what they were trying to do. So it's a very helpful gift. Everyone's intuitive, and then there is the people that really are intuitive, and then there's such a high sensitivity that it could impact you too much. So a lot of empaths struggle.
Let's give people a little tools. What do you recommend if, say, they work in an environment where some of the people around them are kind of obnoxious? What kinds of things do you recommend? They go into work, they're feeling all good, they did their morning workout, they had their morning coffee or whatever they do, they did their own ritual, they go in, they're ready to kick patootie, and then there's some, blue blick energy people in there. I just made that up. So what do we do for an empath, and we have people around us who are not? Or maybe they are, but they're grumpy.
Well, first and foremost is to set yourself up in a space where you're flowing energy. You're strong in your energy field. So I have several different things that I walk people through, but basically you want to clear your energy daily. If you're really an empath and you're really sensitive, you don't want things to accumulate on you. You want to stay on top of your energy field. As far as other people and them coming into your space, it's selectively knowing when to step back and not into conversations with certain people. And if you happen to be forced into this environment where there's a board meeting or these are your coworkers, I would keep, I don't know, I really believe in keeping myself surrounded by my energy and not allowing that in. So sometimes people say that's a shield. For me, it's a strength of who I am. Like I can
Nice.
see your goop, keep your goop over there. And I'll sometimes take and put a shield around them. There you go, baby.
Yeah, actually, I studied something, it was years ago. It was called the Berkeley Psychic Institute in Mountain View. It wasn't in Berkeley, it was in Mountain View. And they taught us a bell jar. And it was, you could put a bell jar around someone if they were being really nasty. And it kind of like just gave them their own energy and it kind of protected you a little bit. Yeah, it was interesting.
Well, think about it. They've got goop, but you can't see it. You can feel it. So in that sense, energy is something you can manifest with your mind. You can clear energy with your mind. You can bring color to it. You can make someone really uncomfortable by shining really bright and not, if they're talking to you, you don't have to receive that energy. Those are words that stay up. Like I've even had some clients put up a glass window between you and the other person. Guess what? It's like a somewhat of a trick of the mind, but it works because you're detaching from who they are and what they are.
Nice. Oh, you're so bright. It's so much fun to meet you. Tell us a little bit more about your business and what you do for your business. What do you do for your clients?
Well, for the most part, I am awakening people that are empathic, that don't know what this is, that are struggling. And then once they come on board, it's for me to share all the stuff I know, which includes a lot of spiritual stuff, a lot of energy skills, a lot of who am I, the interconnection piece, because many of us, we're surrounded by a model and mentors and people that are in the rat race. So how much of this rat race do I want in my little world? So my little world is what I'm creating. I don't necessarily, when I look at people, I know that's their little world. I look at the TV and the stories, that's another little world. Like I don't get entangled in the weeds of what's out there, is the way I put it. And that is what I try to teach a lot of my students. And also that the journey is one of self-healing. What's coming to you is here because you attracted it, whether you know about it or you don't. Because 90% of what we are is subconscious. So what is it that is coming to me now? So when I change my lens and I look at things with a new perspective and I say, okay, why did this come to me? What is it that I'm learning from this? Then it shifts the dynamic and it becomes about me as opposed to those people over there, that thing over there. Because if you really look on a higher level, we're all one. So the empath is so used to being all one, they have to sometimes pull back to see who they are, separate and away from what the outside world of drama is all about.
That's awesome, Michelle. Thank you so much for coming. I had so much fun chatting with you. I know it goes by really, really fast on my show. How can people reach you and find out more about you?
They can visit my website at empathevolution.com.
Perfect. Thanks so much for coming.
Yes, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the little